So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Sun Saturn conjunction in the 10th house. We're going to be discussing that today. Sun and Saturn, what happens when they're sitting in the 10th house together? And as always, if you do not know if you have this conjunction, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, all the astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and including link to my academy there as well. And I also have a new consultation now called name reading with the video that I made 2 weeks ago. Now I'll show you guys the magic of it. So anyway, let's start with this conjunction video. Now, in my own practical, experience, after looking at literally thousands of charts, I think I was calculating, maybe I've looked at over like 70,000 charts now in the past 12 years. But this is a conjunction that I always find people who are interested in civil engineering, great interest in working in administration, administrative work. They like to kind of like help arrange, the back end system of something. So back end system of, like, for example, you have an IT office, right? You have the world's first AI that, let's say Neuralink or something. But in that particular office, there's a lot of administrative work that goes in order to keep everything operating in a synced manner. This is where these folks come in. They like to manage the back end stream of something and make it go smooth. Like even in civil engineering, they would be more into surveying and studying the land and having someone else build or being part of that actual in-person construction. But of course, there are multitudes of factors that go into any kind of a profession. So it doesn't mean that they will always be in the back end. They may actually be in the front end, but what happens, they feel like how is the back end streaming is going? Kind of like, for example, supply chain management. This is another thing that we see with this conjunction, supply chain management, that even though the hotel looks beautiful, okay, the marketing people are doing their job, the hotel coordinator do their job the best way to make the whole hotel look neat and clean and beautiful and presentable. But what is functioning that hotel? How are the things registered? All the supplies that needed? Is the food there for the attendees? They will manage that very well. And this is why Sun Saturn conjunction actually makes a person very good in government jobs, government work. The country looks beautiful. The country is operating fine. The GDP is rising. The economy is good. The stock market is good. Unemployment is down. But what's really keeping that going is these back end deals that are happening. It's the implementation of the rules, regulations that make sure that things don't go out of hand. This is where they shine. And so besides that, again, civil engineering, really in India, I've only seen that. Actually, I've seen that in South America as well with people. Mostly in US, I've hardly seen somebody who does civil engineering, maybe like urban planning. But the thing is, these are the people who do very well in government agencies, because Sun is the authority. Saturn is the servant of the government. So these people naturally from the get-go have this collaborated brain that, yes, I'm supposed to do this and I'm supposed to listen and I'm supposed to do the work that is given and I'm supposed to do it in a way that they expect it to be. So they become extremely hardworking, very good at managing people, very good at being a disciplined manager. Like usually someone with this conjunction will not be the most popular manager, will not be the most popular government worker. Why? Because they will not like someone slacking off. They're gonna want someone to come on time, complete things on time, okay, before they exit that door. And especially with Sun and Saturn, huge success will come to a person in their mid-30s. Even if like one of them is debilitated, they will find huge success. Actually, that's another thing with Saturn debilitation. I mean, I've seen so many successful people, because the magic really lies, the strength of the planet really lies in the divisional charts and the Shadbala, and especially the Sarvashtak Varga of the house. So one way or the other, these people will find that, position in life. And Sun Saturn, even I've seen people who have worked in, like the police officer in jail who manages all the inmates. And you got to understand, Sun is something that always comes on time. No matter if there's World War III happening, World War X happening, Sun will rise as due and will set as due. Saturn, is the planet that likes to do things thoroughly and on time. But the thing is that what is the problem with everything else besides Sun? It goes retrograde. Moon becomes dark and light. Sun is the only thing. You will never see Sun as a crescent sun. That cannot exist. And so when these two planets are together, there will be this inner conflict, or a person will be very self-critical that why am I not finishing this on time? Because one side, the Sun side, says let's do it, let's finish it, we can do it. The Saturn side is like, yes, I'm trying to do this, but it's just unmanageable because I've got to now go back and take care of these things before we can move forward. And in that thing, they will be extremely self-critical. And because they're so self-critical, they'll be very critical of everybody else around them. They will be. They're very disciplined with their children. They show sheer discipline. Like if your bed is not made, you will not get like your iPad for the whole week. If you don't get up on time for school, we won't go here and do this. So there is this polarity of being an antagonist and protagonist with Sun and Saturn. But you gotta understand the theme to really understand why this person behaves that way. It's not that they want to behave that way. It's just that that's the path that is given to them. Okay. And the other thing we will see that this is the person that will definitely will deal with like joint issues after 36. Usually they will have some injury occur on the left knee. But one omen that happens is whenever that injury occurs, the career will rise. It's like universe says, well, I'll give you this, but let's make a deal. I'll give you this, but I'll just give you pain in your left knee from time to time. Okay. The soul says, yeah, I'll make that deal. Just do whatever you have to. Just give me the success I need in this age. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Sun Saturn in the 10th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. And remember, well, actually, no. I'm going to announce that later. But anyway, check out the links here, including my new reading now on the website as well. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.